up, everybody? This is your girl, Miss P. I hope that you are doing fabulous, darling. I'm excited. Why? Because on Saturday, October the 3rd, it's my birthday. I am so freaking excited. I will be turning the big 25. Like, I don't know, the anticipation is so great, but I'm so excited. And yeah, if you are a Libra, let me know down below, when is your birthday? Now, you know, I always do the shout out PSA. If you have a business, if you have a brand, if you have a YouTube channel, you have a podcast, you have social media that's popping, you have music, you have an online business, I'm gonna need you to send me an email. The email is down below. Make sure you include those links. That is so important so that you can help me help you. Please make sure you have more than 5 posts and they are consistent. I love supporting people. I love checking you out, but you got to make sure you have content for the people to see. October is almost here. I can feel it. The September Lose It Challenge results are coming in. I'm so excited. One of the participants, she lost 10 pounds, and another participant, she lost around 4 inches around her waist. I'm just so excited about this. The October challenge, the cutoff date, I am extending the cutoff date until my birthday, October the 3rd. My email is down below if you would like to be a part of the Lose It Challenge in October. Since being here on YouTube, I have lost 80 pounds and I'm still going strong. I received so many questions, so I figured why not have a challenge? And I am loving it. September was the kickoff and it is going awesome, and I'm continuing it in October. So make sure you get it in. All of the links are down below in the more description. Make sure to read the more description. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into this love and hip hop review, auntie. We are picking up where we left off last episode with Lil B and her man Lux. Y'all remember in the studio, she popping off, she going crazy, can't nobody hold her down. Ray J was killing me the whole time trying to hold her. Lil B, I was hollering. Lil B sees all these Beckys on her man, her husband, her Boaz, her him, her everything. I'm like, ma'am, we get it. That's your husband, ma'am. We got it. Bitch, keep your paws off my husband, my riblet, my egg McMuffin, my everything, my one. Ma'am, we get it. She was like, I didn't know he was married. You didn't know he was married because he didn't have his ring up. Ray J thinks she is strapped up or either got a machete. He's like, Lil B, not here, that's family. I was like, Ray J, I see that you're trying to help Max and you're trying to cover up stuff, but that is not family, sir. Ray J was killing me in this scene. You so strong, Lil B. Why you this strong? I was like, is this an episode of Moesha? Nikki Baby the whole time. She was like, let me get my ass out of here because Nikki Baby, I don't do this. Lil B is like the little Terminator. She was like, roar. I said, somebody get her. Put her in a box somewhere. Get her. The whole time, everybody is escorted out of the studio because they're making a ruckus. Max is walking out the whole time. He was like, man, I ain't see your arm on my shoulder, bro. I mean, something is really up with them because it's no way this is real. Like, is this real life? Like, do people really go through this? Like, I hate talking about people's mouths, like I always say, because some things you just can't help. But sir, if you got a grill made before you got those teeth done, I don't agree. I don't agree with that. Every time I see him in his confessional or when he's talking, I just look like this. Max and his little backpack, they off somewhere. Go home, Lil B. Go home, Roger. Go home, Lil B. Go, child. You know what? I can't with Lil B and Max because she is so freaking dramatic that I'm sitting here giggling and I'm like, is this real? Like, is this like for real, for real? Oh, looky. Kamaya is back. Y'all remember Kamaya is Lil Fizz's appetizer, side dish, maybe first course, not the whole entree, but they've since split because she didn't want to be a part of the menu. She has a friend, Jason Lee, who is a blogger. I said, oh, okay, I see how you're putting him in here. Okay. He comes out, he better name drop and promote. Maya is talking to Jason about her relationship with Fizz, and I'm sitting here like, hold up, he's a blogger. Is that like your ride or die friend? Oh, this is for the show. So Fizz stay wanting a nanny girlfriend. She was like, and I was watching your son. I said, well, damn, Fizz, every single time, every time. Jason was like, well, how was the sex? She was like, I mean, it was what it was when he could get it up. I said, oh no, Fizzle was fizzling. Ah! End of the day, even though I knew Jason was fishing for information and he was putting that in his mind and he was like, hold up, I got this. You know, some people where you can tell they messy. I just saw that. But either way, he gave her some valuable information, valuable advice. He said, Pumpkin, be with somebody who wants to be with you. Please, go flourish. Caw-caw. Caw-caw. want to be with you. Don't be running around nannying and all that. Girl, you ain't got time for that. Miles is hitting up Hazel E, who's best friends with Milan, so that he can figure out where Milan has been since they're upset that night where he threw the glass on the floor. I wouldn't be talking to your ass either. Throwing glasses on my floor, messing up my wood floor. No. He's in the studio. I'm a real one. Yeah. Okay, Hazel, come on out the booth. They start talking, and basically Miles feels very misunderstood. With his side of things, he brings up him growing up in the church and, you know, just everything and how he's so conflicted. You know, Hazel, who you are is who you are. You know what I'm saying? Live your truth, boo. He's like, I'm a rapper and I'm gay. And she was like, okay, I mean, but I understand that's tough. I was like, okay, Hazel, that's what he was looking for. Okay. Yes, that is tough, but at the same time, you want it to be with Milan, so you have to show him, hey, yes, I'm going through, but at the same time I still want to be with you. I was like, you know what, Hazel, that's right. But Milan, he knew what he was getting when he jumped into it with Miles, so they need to compromise and figure it out. But child, you can't be throwing glasses on people's wood floor. Fizz is on his way to the club to go see the menu, honey, and I said, if this ain't a setup, I was like, this is too much. And Nikki Baby is there, and she hasn't been on the menu in a minute, and he said she had so much baggage, but that body though. Nikki was like, yes, you can talk to me. You've been fucking with these weak bitches. Ain't nobody Nikki Baby, okay? You can tell Fizz was like, uh-oh, I gotta do something else to get with Nikki Baby. Oh, I can't do what I was doing with Kamaya. Oh, okay. We go to Ray J and Princess's. I see she back home making smoothies, but Ray J, he real antsy since she been going out and doing stuff. I said, oh, wow, the tables have turned. He was like, look, I don't like you being around Tierra and bouncing everywhere, and you were at Drake's house, and I don't like that, and you had your titties out, and you ain't had no bra on. Like, I just didn't like that. I want my princess love back. I want, like, the boring princess love who liked to stay in the house and didn't let nobody see none of her, and she just liked to watch TV. I want that type of princess love. She was like, I'm still princess love, but I'm gonna go out. You go out? He said, but that's for work though. She was like, well, keep working and I'm gonna keep going out. Boo! He was like, look, but you not no man though. You a woman though. I said, Ray J, boo! No, sir, you look so damn stupid saying that. You already looked stupid, but that just put the dun on you. I'm a man and you a woman. What? Okay, so she can't go to Sonic if she don't want to. Like, she has to check in with you when she does everything. Have a good day. I'm still gonna get out of the house. He was like, all right then, live your life. I'm going to work. I can't with him. Like, I just can't with Ray J. Or Prince. I can't. We're back at dramatic ass Lil B's house, and she's shaking and waiting. She giving me Angela Bassett tease, waiting for Max to get home. Max comes in like, oh hell. She was like, I need to talk to you. No. She was shaking and she was making me nervous too, and I don't even know her. They talk about why he didn't have his ring on, why he was in the studio with the bitches, and he was like, you know what? I would never wear a ring that represents like a crazy person like you. Like, I can't do that. Sometimes I feel like my life would be easier by myself. She was like, you're married, you have kids, do not disrespect our youth. You know what? I don't wear my ring, and I purposely leave it at home because I have to show her if she don't act right, it ain't gonna be right. Well, sir, of course she ain't gonna act right if you leaving your ring all over the place and it getting zipped up in the vacuum cleaner. Of course she's going to have a fit. Like, who? You're married, sir. I don't get that. It takes two to tango, sweetheart. What do you expect Lil B to do? Sit home and be quiet and say, I'm so sorry. What? He goes outside and he says, she was like, do not go outside. The neighbor, she's pulling up. I was like, what kind of have and have not a tree is this? You know what I want to say about this ring? She said, what's that? And he threw it. He said, go get it. She said, don't do this. Don't do this. She's shuffling down the sidewalk. I was hollering. She stands right in front of the car. I'm sitting here like, really? You don't think he can back out? What kind of setup mess? I just could not with Lil B and Max. That whole segment was so staged to me. She hustling down the sidewalk. Don't you do this? I said, where are your flip-flops, ma'am? Oh my God, I can't. Fizz goes to see April and Amarian, but Amarian wasn't there, so it's a perfect time to talk about girl problems with April. He brings up Nikki Baby and how, you know, they back trying to do something. And here comes Jason out of nowhere with friends to go eat lunch. I said, set up. So he comes over because he knows April, and he just plops his little happy ass down. When do we do that now? Normally, if you see somebody, you go, hey girl, hey. You don't sit your happy ass down if they have a party of 12. No. Have you been? And April's like, I already know you full of shit. Just go ahead and get into it. He was like, well, I'm Jason Lee and I'm good friends with Kamaya. And she told me a lot of stuff about you, Fizz. I said, well, wow. They hit on the whole sex thing. I was like, oh, wow, Jason, wow. Fizz was like, well, if it wasn't all that, I don't know why her legs were shaking and she was comatose and her eyes were crossing and she couldn't even walk the next day. Like, I'm saying. Oh, Fizz. Whoa, Fizz. Okay, we got it. Boom. Even April was like, hold up, why you coming over here with that Kamaya mess? Like, it's too much. It was too much, Jason. It was too much. Miles wants to meet with Milan in public, child. Now, granted, the restaurant was kind of empty, but this is a first step. Milan is so crazy. He said, oh my God, we're out in public with food and people and a waiter that can see us. We're not invisible cloaking it. Oh my God. So he tries to apologize and say that he wants to be in his life. And he was like, and the way that I can show you is let's get matching tattoos. And he was like, oh my God, like where? What are we going to get? He said, I already did. And it says Eminem with a crown. And I said, okay, initial. Oh, okay. I knew you probably would have taken it too far if you put Milan on you. So I get it. I get what you're saying. I mean, Milan was through the roof. He was about to do cartwheels. He was like, oh, Hercules. My man would have been with me, Hercules. So they kiss, and you can tell that Miles is still like, but he tried. Fizz and Nikki are going on a date, and you know Fizz got to come out with his bag of tricks for Nikki Baby. He was like, I want to show you my theater. I'm doing my thing. And she was like, oh, okay, you better be a little boss. Okay, Fizz, I see what you're doing. You better use what you got to get what you want. Nikki Baby ends up bringing up Jason Lee for a promotion with her lingerie line and stuff, and Fizz is like, bleh, and she's like, oh my God, what? And then they go into the whole Kamaya situation, and she was like, you know what? You need to quit messing with that bitch. I can help get her stuff out of your place. And then he was like, I got your favorite candy. And, you know, they start licking and stuff, and, you know, that was about it. April and Princess are meeting up, and Princess is putting 8 and 8 together and figuring out that Tierra Marie is trying to set her up. And she was like, this is a setup. She figures out, oh my God, if I say I'm going to go to Vegas and invite Tierra gonna tell Ray J to get under his skin. So if she does that, I'ma know that bitch ain't up to nothing. Nikki Baby is meeting up with Jason Lee because she's like, I can handle mine, but I want to see what he can do for me. So she ends up talking to Jason about what he can do. She brings up, what's the girl name? Hazel E. Basically saying, yeah, I've known Hazel for a minute. She was a publicist. And Jason was like, a publicist where? And not that I know of. And here walks Hazel E. Here's what made me holler with Jason when he was like, you know what? You can take pictures with everybody. I can take a picture with Lauryn Hill, but that doesn't make me a Fuji. I said, oh, the shade. Yes, you are a blogger, sir. He comes right out and he was like, well, I didn't know you were a publicist. She was like, get at me, baby. Get at me. I don't see any pictures. Like, I can take pictures with anybody. She was like, my first account, Gnarls Barkley, Grammys, parties. He was like, you know what, at the end of the day, Jason, don't be mad that I put myself on. You know what? I was a publicist, then I wanted to be a rapper. He was like, well, you were homeless too. I said, oh, no, baby, I ain't never been homeless. I ain't never. He was like, you know what? You just mad that you never escalated to like a media takeout or a high profile blog. You just mad. This was the end for me because Hazel must have struck a nerve in the back of his neck. He got up, took the drink, and threw it in her edges. I said, absolutely not. No, what? You are a man, Damon. You don't do that, sir. You don't just get up throwing drinks at chicks. Who does that? His credibility went all the way down. See, we knew he was messy, but that just took it to the next level. You don't do that. Everybody in the background like, ooh. And here go Nikki the whole time. Ain't even offered her a napkin or nothing. She's talking about, I'm going to get him whenever I can open up my eyeballs. There is alcohol in my eyeball. Oh my God. Hazel, for once, I will say, Hazel, you did not start that. Okay. Amber is still wondering where Miles is. Ma'am. Hey, ma'am. So she meets up with Moniece and Tierra Marie, and she starts talking about Miles, and they're like, ooh. Here goes what Princess wants Tierra to do. She said, and I'm gonna go ahead and text Ray and tell him. Moniece was like, tell him. Y'all know Moniece, she just like to be around and have something to do. Nikki Baby is over at Fizz's making breakfast in her lingerie line, and he like, thank you for the juice. She like, no problem. I'm a woman of many talents. I can pour juice. Kamaya is due to pick her stuff up. Ambush. Ron's ambush. Bush, Parks and Recreation. As soon as Kamaya comes in, they're like, hello. I thought everything was gonna be copacetic. No, not at all. Here goes Nikki Baby. You've been talking stuff. You've been talking so much junk. And then Fizz comes in, and then Jason, he was talking about my little man name. Kamaya, her voice got some bass in it. She was like, I wish you would come over here talking that mess, because I'm gonna beat your ass. I said, whoa, Kamaya, oh my goodness. On her way out, Kamaya was about to leave. Fizz was gonna escort her out. And Nikki was like, and I made you a little care basket, you know, for the next man's house you stay at. Ooh, Kamaya was done. She took that care basket and threw that shit at her. I was hollering because Nikki was like, ugh. They start swinging. They escort Kamaya out. Kamaya got back in the house. I said, how does this happen? How did she get back in? All Fizz can say is stupid ass bitch. Somebody close my door, homie. I was like, somebody close little Fizz's door, bless his heart. Go home, Roger. Go home, Kamaya. Get all your belongings, leave. It was so draining. This whole episode was just so funny to me. It was so funny and draining at the same time. It was like, is this real life? Like, really? It's time for the shout out. Hey, it's time for the shout out. Big shout out to Jacqueline. She has a YouTube channel, Curl Next Door 661. She talks about college hair, makeup, and more. So make sure to check her out. Next up is a makeup artist, Always Radiant, and she is based in sunny Florida. So make sure to support her channel, Always Radiant Day. Next up, check out soul singer and classical pianist Tiger on his Tumblr. I love artists. This is so awesome. Classical pianists, do that. Next up, Sarah S has a music and art blog, ss31k1.wordpress.com. I can always give it up to somebody who be using acrylics and getting it. And last but not least is a channel, Makeup by Morty, and this is beauty with a twist of African American culture. Yes, honey, take it back to the roots, boo. So make sure to support her channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. We'll see you on the next review. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.